Blood dripped from Denji's body like waterfalls. Asa had read once in a book that humans could bleed up to 7 minutes before they passed out or died. But the blood didn't seem to stop coming from Denji's bruised body, and she was sure they had been resting here for longer than 7 minutes. A bit fearful of breaking their still silence, Asa dared to finally confess it.
"I'm sorry,"
she gulps.
"I really am sorry."
"What for?" replies the blonde boy. He doesn't seem mad, nor does he seem particularly surprised by her admission. If anything, he just looks exhausted.
"For betraying you, for nearly killing you, or as close as anyone can kill you, for being the reason why you can't lean on your left leg right now, for putting you in a tough spot, for not believing you when you said you were Chainsaw Man, for ever asking you out on a date, for dragging you into this mess, for using you, for being a coward."
Of course, she doesn't say anything about that. Instead, she merely replies,
"For everything."
"There's nothing you could have done," Denji sighs. He raises his hand slowly to the crown of her head. Asa thinks that after all she's done to him today, he should be beating her till she's the one bleeding out in the middle of nowhere. Instead, said hand only tucks a strand of her hair behind her ear. "Besides, I told you already. I knew from the start. I'm just clever like that."
"We both know you're lying. How could you even figure out I am the War Devil?"
Seriously, how could he? She is certain Denji has never heard her speak with Yoru. "For starters, you told me on our first date that you wanted to turn me into a weapon. Does that ring any bells?"
"And you still chose to go out with me? Why would you do that?"
"Got a death wish? I don't know. Stop asking questions, man. It's not like I know either," Denji blurts. Upon seeing her frown, he adds, "Maybe I just wanted to hang out with a pretty girl like you. How about that?"
"Losing blood must be affecting you, idiot,"
replies Asa, but there is no bite to an insult that once carried her disgust. They both fall quiet for a couple of minutes. If she closes her eyes, she can hear the birds chirp somewhere. The sun is starting to set down, but it isn't cold at all. She thanks the gods out there that Yoru took this fight somewhere hidden from the public eye. Otherwise, she feared she'd have been arrested by now. Having a guy lay down his head on your lap while he covers the earth with blood will do that to you, she guesses. "You sometimes have the same eyes as my little sister. It's true that I felt something was off with you since the start, but I only figured out once I caught you with those creepy yellow eyes."
"When?"
"When you were in brand panties in the middle of the school classroom. Imagine how recognizable those eyes were that I was looking at them rather than at your Before Denji can finish his sentence, a blushing Asa hits him lightly. Of course Denji could be thinking about the female body in the middle of a battle.
"Jerk,"
Asa mumbles. Now that she knows Denji better, she's pretty sure he's just trying to lighten the mood however possible. For the sake of it, she'll just play pretend and follow his lead. "For what it's worth, you really did hide it well. I'm just Chainsaw Man, you know. Nothing can escape me." Something about Denji trying to joke about their circumstances just shatters her. Before she realizes it, her eyes start to water. Had it been anyone else, then she would have already been mortified with shame. She can almost hear Yoru's voice making fun of her for showing weakness in front of an enemy. Hey, no need for crying," Denji pleads, but that only makes her want to cry harder. and she supposes that's exactly what she does. Asa, please talk to me. What's wrong?
What do we even do now? Yoda wants you dead. I don't know if I can control her enough to prevent that.
What Yoda wants doesn't mean shit. We will figure out something. Together. You'll be the brains and I'll be the prawns. Denji assures her, and for now, she can almost believe him.
Yeah, no shit.
She lets a little giggle out.
Crying and laughing at the same time. What has become of me? You being the brains here? Hard to believe, Chainsaw Boy.
I'm never cheering you up again, says Denji, faking a little pout. Dude, can't you be a bit nicer? I can feel my legs and my insides hurt. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up all sore because my girlfriend went in autopilot mode and tried to kill me. Would it kill you too? Before Denji can complain about whatever bullshit he now picked, Asa has to ask.
You're... what?
Denji starts to blush. His words are probably catching up to him now.
Of course he didn't think before speaking. For being the so adored, powerful, invincible Chainsaw Man, you're kind of a coward. Can't even ask a girl out properly without chickening out?
Alright. Asa Mitaka, would I have the pleasure to be your partner, your boyfriend, your significant other, your...
Okay, enough. Shut up before I regret this.
Asa answers before giving her final verdict, trying to find as much courage as possible.
Yes, I want to be yours.
Mine? Denji asks, and the way his eyes lighten up makes Asa wish she had found Denji so much sooner. She wishes they had not wasted so many days. She doesn't wish, rather, she prays she still has time left with him. Anticipating whatever she was going to reply, Denji goes out of his way to request it at last. Asa, can I kiss you? Any other day, Asa would have made fun of him for asking it out loud. She can nearly hear herself saying,
Who the heck asks that?
But instead, she just closes the distance between her and the bleeding boy. She had read in those dating guides she got from the library that kisses make you release different hormones, causing you to feel an extreme happiness. Instead, Asa just felt at home for the first time in years. Barely lasting a few seconds, the peck ends. When she opens her eyes, Denji has one of his rare, genuine smiles all over his face. You know, for being hurt all over, I believe this has been my best kiss ever.
You've kissed many girls?
Don't be jealous, idiot. None of them were as nice as you either way. None of them were my girlfriend either. They both smiled at that.
Christ, why am I smiling? He only said the word girlfriend. Behave.
The first one even puked in my mouth, actually.
I am not always sure I want to know what sort of life you've lived.
Denji sees right through her lie. Of course she wants to know everything about him. Asa wants to take anything Denji will give her, for as long as he will have her. For as long as they beg and borrow time from the devils. Guess we have a lot to catch up now, he chuckles. I won't tell you everything. Anything you ask me. But please, can we go somewhere? My back hurts, and you've been pretending like it doesn't hurt you, but I too have hit you pretty hard, Asa.
Think a few punches can break me? Surely you don't have faith in the war devil.
Asa, at this point I think only faith has kept me alive. Asa can recognize that. Anyone who looks at Denji's eyes can tell they carry an exhaustion and dread no high schooler should ever have to deal with. She can notice how certain topics make him grimace, how some touches will have him flinch. She's not dumb. She's just been pretending not to see it. Otherwise, the guilt would burn her like wax, slowly but surely. Hours later, Asa will find herself holding Denji while he sleeps. They will have dined with Nayuta and her inquisitive eyes. They will have left the dishes in the sink, claiming tomorrow morning they'll wash them once they feel better. Denji will have tucked Nayuta to bed, all while Asa glances at them from the door. After that, Asa will have checked up Denji's car again while his voice fills the quietness of the bedroom of a flat that once was fuller, livelier, with the laughs and concerns of now gone siblings. Then, Asa will have finally comprehended why Denji acts the way he does. And only after that, she'll fall asleep, feeling safe and loved after years of loneliness. But for now, Asa kisses Denji again, and again, and again.